Morning, everybody. It's Coach RJ here. And as usual, my mission is to help you get 1% better, be the best versions of you through your health, nutrition, and mindset. Now, it's been a while since I've done a live post or a podcast. And the reason being is I've struggled with making the time. But I understand, because if I had a client that told me that they don't have the time, I would tell them that they'll make time for the things that they value in. And so when it comes down to whatever it is that I'm doing and however I'm spending my time, I always think about how is this making an impact on my business? How is this making an impact on my personal life? Right? And what I've come to realize is that it's more about a deeper connection with my clients, right? When clients listen to my live videos and, or even my friends, right? Like there's times where I haven't seen a friend in a couple of years and he's like, I watch all your morning videos. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's great. So then I start to think about what is the message that I should be getting across? And so that's kind of what it is, right? There isn't a lot of immediate impact that I get from doing these live videos, right? It doesn't get me 5 or 6 more clients. It doesn't, it doesn't get me more quality time with my family, but it does help other people and helps other people grow. And for me, one of the reasons why I kind of cut down on this is because you just I just don't want to talk about fat loss or fitness or, all the time. Right? There's other things that I want to talk about. And so sometimes when you get stuck in one kind of niche market, it kind of bogs you down a little bit. And so when I do these blog posts, it's just got to be open and it's got to be free. So my commitment is to do it every Monday. And unless I get, caught up in coaching or something like that, but I definitely, it's going to be time stamped, and it's going to be one of the big value creators that I want to have. And so today, this kind of ties into that, right? And the one thing that we have to understand is that fitness is a lifelong journey, right? And on Wednesday, I'm doing a talk over at Red River College about business. And a lot of times, when we get into business or we get into a new career, or we start a new workout program, or we start a new diet plan, we want immediate gratification, right? We want immediate results. And the thing about fitness, and I love our 21 day, but I also hate our 21 day program. And the reason being is because it's not a long enough time for somebody to really embrace what fitness is, right? It's a great introductory program. But if you're just coming off the streets, your body's going to be completely out of whack. And you 100% have to join the program, because if you're not taking care of yourself and you're not pushing yourself beyond the levels that you already are, and you see that your physique and your life is changing into the negative area, meaning if you are gaining weight, there's no reason for you to gain weight, right? You can definitely tweak your the way that you eat. You can tweak your lifestyle. You can get way more active. You can go see a healthcare practitioner, and they could set you up with whatever medications that you need to help reset your thyroid or reset your testosterone levels. Whatever it is that you need, the answers are out there. It's just a matter of us stepping out of our comfort zones and taking on these 21 day challenges. Now, I like the 21 day challenge because then it gives us more bodies in front of us, where the main purpose is to and that's a good thing, right? You want to have something that you want to get an immediate result from, right? At the beginning, right? You need some type of pain. You need some type of motivation. If you took a photo and you didn't like the way you looked in that photo, and you never want to go back to that, then there's your pain, right? If you put on a pair of jeans that you haven't wore since the summertime, right? Once we make that transition to summer and we're going to transition to our summer clothes, and then we have to go out and buy new clothes, then that sucks, right? That's another pain point that we don't want to go through. And so starting the 21-day challenge to offset the pain that you have in your brain is perfect, right? Because you have a problem, and then the 21-day challenge is your short-term solution. But it's not going to answer all of your problems in 21 days, because even just like right now, right? It's 5 a.m. I've been up since 4. Now people are like, oh, how do you get up at 4? And I'm just like, I don't know. I just get up, right? But it wasn't always like this, right? If you rewind 3 years ago, I would get up at like 8, maybe 9, right? Like it was late. I remember talking to Nary and saying like, you need to change your work schedule because you're getting up at 7 a.m. Like I need you to get up at 8 and go to work for 9, because I can't have you moving around the house and waking me up. And it's because I'd go to bed at like 1 or 2, right? Now I'm in bed by 8, right? And this is a progressive plan that I've been doing ever since like probably close to like, oh man, well into the summer, right? So like maybe June. And even when I went on vacation, I still got up at 4 a.m. at Hawaii time, which would be 8 a.m. here. And so when I got back, it was easier for me to get back into my routine, versus if I went on vacation and just like, lived my life like a lot of people like to do, then I would have came back. I would have been out of shape. I would have been fat. I would have been tired, right? Because I just let everything that I built up over the past like 6 months crumble in 2 weeks. And there was no way I was doing that. And so this is what it is. It's a lifelong journey, right? So if you just started, right? Like it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. If you just started your fitness journey, if you just started your diet plan, like we have to understand that this is a lifelong journey, and we have to stay consistent all the way throughout our routine. And that's really the only way that we're gonna get results, right? Is that we stay consistent throughout our entire routine. And so what is the key? It's what I always say, consistency is key. So after you do your 21-day challenge, like don't promo hop, right? Because you're gonna lose all the community and culture and momentum that you've built up at one facility, and then you're gonna jump to the next facility where you got to kind of reestablish all of that, right? Like once you start to build up your routines, keep going with them, right? Like there's no shame in doing this, like a similar routine every single day, right? You don't brush your teeth differently. You don't pull out of your garage differently every day. You don't, you know what I mean? Like you have routines that are built in. Now that you've begun your fitness routine, continue with that. Solidify yourself. Become established in what you're doing, right? Drive the same way, right? Eat at the same time. Work out at the same time. Work out with the same people, right? Go through a similar routine. You got to build up and you got to establish those habits, right? And they need to be done for at least a year, right? Like 21 days is just to spark the habit. 6 months is when you start to change your DNA. And 12 months is when you really become established in this routine. And then we can talk about more advanced, like how you can keep your body from plateauing. But it takes 12 months, right? Give a program 12 months and then see the massive changes that are going to happen. And so that's it for today. I want everybody to get 1% better every single day. Be the best versions of you. And if you liked this video or podcast, wherever you're listening, give it a like, give it a share, and we'll see you on the blue.